Welcome in, Steel. You're so excited you got first. Fantasy's probably taking her helping her friend to sorry. Helping her friend get to her classroom. There's a girl in her art class which they have is what she has before lunch. And the girl is on crutches, so she's been helping her like to the lunchroom and stuff. But usually she does get first. We are sorting, as always. I'm going to be building the Corvette today. I want to put some of these in a pile. Where is the... Oh, right there. They were on their side. That's why I didn't find it. Ooh, hair. Hair. Just the body of a minifigure. I guess I should do it that way. I tried to get the keyboard out of the way as much as possible, but I got a new game today. Potions, something, I don't know. It's weird. I like weird games, though. You make, I guess, kind of like the strange horticulture game a little bit. You make potions and you interact with customers and things like that. So it was on sale for only $8, so $7 or $8, one of the two. How is your eye doing? Well, that's why it was printed. I know you were saying it hurt. Look at the itty bitty Ant-Man. I can get it to... Of course, when I get it to focus, it rolls in my hand. It's a tiny baby Ant-Man. Super tiny Ant-Man. Yeah. Lid is swollen. I don't know if you get it, but I must have like something in this nerve here, because it happens more often than it doesn't, if that makes sense. I will get where like this nerve or whatever down the, maybe not nerve, the muscle, whatever it is that runs down the side of your eye, it will twitch and then it pulls like my eyelid down and then I can't see right, and I'll have that twitch going for like a half an hour where it's just boop 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 boop, and then I can't like see correctly at that eye because the eyelid keeps like pulling down and obstructing some of the view. It is a pain in the ass. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough that you can't call it that it rarely happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. My oldest had a problem with styes. He would get them all the time. But yeah, it doesn't happen so that I can say it happens all the time, but it definitely happens enough that I can say it is a common occurrence. Which I know is kind of weird, but I also don't know how else to say it. Nope, you're not the right thing. Maybe I don't have the map. It's the worst when I'm trying to drive and it happens. Because I'm like, shit. Is it going to do it just a couple times and then stop? Or is it going to do it for a while? Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know how long it's going to happen. Is it going to be just a few ticks and it's done? Or is it going to be that thing where it goes on for like a half an hour? Yes, it's very annoying. I hate it. But I also have like no clue what causes it. Which I guess is the more infuriating part. Because I can't like change it or not do it. Or like, you know, just be cautious of like, okay, I did this, so now this is going to happen. Because I don't know what causes it. Yeah, like I guess that's more the frustrating part because I can't abstain from doing that thing or like be prepared for it to happen because I have no clue what causes it. So Boy Wonder's birthday is this coming weekend, and since he turns 14, he gets a phone. So we got his phone and got it all set up and everything. You know, as much as you can, not personalized, but you know, like signed in and things like that, and the parental stuff put on it. Um, and he wants to go to like a jump zone place. So I found this jump zone not far from us, maybe half an hour. Um, that it's not just a jump zone. So they have like go karts and um, sorry, they have like go karts and a climbing wall and laser tag and virtual reality and everything. And they have this package where you essentially get 3 kids tickets, 2 adult tickets, the 5 pairs of socks because you know you always have to have their socks. You know, not a different jump zone socks, but their socks. Um, and then a pizza, 3 slushies, 2 sodas, and basically unlimited time in there. They do say that if they get like really busy that day, they can limit your time, but no less than 2 hours. But they had like a package deal, so I got that last night. So we are gonna do that on Saturday for his birthday. Right? They have like the rope courses and everything. I'll send you a thing, you know, in private. I don't want to put it on Discord, but you already know where we live because you've been to our house. Um, but I'll send you a link for it in Discord so you can see it. It's like a chain, so there might be one in your area. I don't know. I mean, because adults can go there. But this place, all if we like it, this place also does like monthly memberships, essentially. So it's like $30 a month, or $32 a month, something like that. I don't know, maybe less. Maybe I'm thinking of what it would cost for both of them. But anyway, it's a certain amount a month, and then only a couple bucks to add like a parent pass to it because you know they assume the parents are going to be doing everything, or that the parents would not be coming without a child. But I think we figured it out, and it wouldn't be that expensive to put on like 2 kids and 2 parent things for a month. And then even if you only go once a month, it still equals out in cost. So if they like the place and we think it's a place that they'd want to go back to enough, we might consider getting one of those pass deal things for them. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really cool. You hush, phone. Nobody asked you. I know I have one of these somewhere on this tape. I have 3 of them apparently. Okay. A pet hair on the floor so the vacuum can clean it up for me. Okay. We're to the fun part, the sorty sort part. Oh. Okay, none of that. Don't have those. Does not want to be picked up. Put those there. A wild lilicky? Licklickily? I don't know. Okay, we're on the kind of boring part where I put everything away or, in a spot. And then we will get to work on the Corvette today. Um, I don't know how many pieces it is. I don't remember. I'm not even sure if I looked. So, um, but that is what we will be doing today. And we have there it is. And I need to work on swapping out this bin it has to like a bigger bin. What's in places down here? These are all pretty full, so I'll probably have to see about swapping it out to something in the drawers. I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I put all the printed pieces in the drawer, and sometimes I just put them in their own drawer. But then, I'm like, oh crap, it would take forever to like dig it out, kind of a deal. So I don't know. I don't know. If there's anybody else in here who sorts their crazy Legos, you can tell me. Welcome in, Laura. I was talking a little and lurking mostly in Lazy's chat last night. Are you going to start streaming again? I thought I saw that, but I was like, maybe I'm wrong. It is quite possible that I have no idea what's going on. In fact, it's more probable than anything. None of those. I thought I had one of those, but maybe not. Oh, come here. Here. There we go. Put it in there. Minifigure box. And I missed these two. I know they're in this tray. And I'm so frustrated with myself. I keep missing pieces, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going back. And I just throw them in there. Okay. Not exactly the same, but I think I'm going to mix them together for now. Yes, I'm actually starting to plan more concretely now. I've actually never streamed myself. Oh, okay. I was appearing as a guest on Lazy Stream, so this will be new. I know you were talking about arms last night. I can send you the link for the arm I use if you want. I don't think I paid very much, but I also think I got it during like a lightning deal. Or, like Amazon randomly puts things on sale. I think I got it through that, but it could be something that goes on sale quite frequently if it isn't just kind of inexpensive to begin with. But no pressure. You don't have to say yes at all. Like, you can be like, ew, no, I'll find one myself. But if you want, I can send you the link to the arm I use. I by no means expect you to buy it or even like it or anything like that. Nope, none of those pieces. Oh, this is down there too. Dang it. There we go. And this goes in here with the windows. Yeah, it's I put my camera on it, but it can be used for like multiple things if that makes, it's one of those you can put a mic on it, you can put a camera on it, you could put like an attachment to hold your phone. Right, I have to check how long I've had mine. I haven't really had any issues on it, and you see me, I move it all the time on stream. Like, it connects to my desk, and then goes, of course, up and around. And then it's got like a little metal pedestal part on it where you can attach a camera, which is what I've done, or a mic, or like the snowball, or you could attach a thing where it'll hold like your phone. But I've not had any issues with it, and I move it around all the time. But don't feel any pressure at all. I just offered, and I figure you can like it, you can not like it, you can be like, ew, no, this is crap. How does she get it to work? I don't take offense in any way if you don't want the link or anything like that. Mine's black, but that being said, maybe they do it in another color. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's a separate listing for a black one, or a white one, or maybe like sometimes there's like two listings, different colors. I didn't really pay attention because to me that the color didn't so much matter. But I will gladly look that up for you and send it to you. I have no problem doing that. Sorry, this stupid strap on my bra likes to twist and be all kinds of infuriating. It's actually doing it less than it was before, so maybe I've broken it in now? I don't know. Okay, we're doing the Corvette this week. It's 1,210 pieces. Let me get my box cutter so I don't have to argue with the tape. So it says there's a hard top version and then a no top version. I can't get it in there. And of course I have the Porsche down there, and I keep waffling between buying a second Porsche so that I can have both versions of it, because I'm psychotic. And I can't have just I thought it was tape. It's not. I can't have just one version. I have to have both versions. I don't want to take it apart. So I keep waffling back and forth if I want to buy a second Porsche and do the other version of it. Oh goody. Stickers, but only 12, not 46. So that's already better than the last set. Listen, I love Sanctum Sanctorium, but I had to actually look up where one of the stickers went because I missed it, and I could not figure out where it went. No wonder I missed it. It was like this big, and like the tiniest like little catch in the thing where they were like, oh yeah, by the way, this is where that goes. Let's see how many bags. It says 9 bags, so I might do 4 or 5 bags today. Actually, we'll do 4 bags today and 5 on Thursday, because Thursday I can do a little bit of a longer stream because she has after school stuff, and she's done at that time hubby would be home, so he picks her up on the way home, or at least that's the plan. Quick look for week reading. No problem, girl. Real life always comes first. We'll do 1 through 4 today, and then my first paper bag. My first paper bag. It's a windshield, but I'm excited. I've not had a paper bag yet. Probably way too much excitement over a bag, but I care not. Okay, that is 9, not 6. 8, 7. Okay, so 6 should. Ooh, 2 paper bags. The other windscreen. I've not had a paper bag, and that's, like I said, probably way too much excitement for a paper bag. I am excited. They've been saying for a while they're gonna do paper, but I have not gotten any, so. Okay. So there's 9 bags, and then I have 2 paper bags, which are windshields, if I'm feeling correctly, and then tires. So technically 10 bags. Let's see. We'll get a regular battle going. I don't want us. Well, let's see where we are in the dungeon. Let's see. Tanks is what it wants me to do. Where are we in the dungeon? We're on level 5. Not terribly far in, but that's... Oop, turns out I got stuff to collect. 400 coins. Woohoo. Let's just do a basic one. And we'll do dungeons if I get more people in. That's the tanks. I almost forgot already what they wanted me to do. Okay, put that over there. Minimize. Okay, let's see here. There's like history about the Corvette, like throughout the years. There's like a timeline. Of all like the different ways it looked over time. Oh, a Pokey's about to be here. Then about the design team. Then of course, you know, here's where we go. Okay, of course Technic pieces, because we gotta hold everything together. So let me... This can go back in. Well, I guess not really. Set that stuff over there for a minute. A brick separator, of course. I don't know it like what, like pieces, you know what I mean? Like how many pieces does it have to be over to determine if you get a brick separator or not? Because you don't in like the super tiny sets, which is okay. But I just wonder like when they determine, okay, now it gets a brick separator. You know what I mean? Curious. The things my mind focuses on are a little skeptical at times. Okay. Oh, a wild Nidoking. It is not matching up, I don't think. So let's see. Hide. And then come back. It escaped. So we'll just have to wait to see if it worked on the next Pokey. I did get rid of the wheel, or took the Wheel of Chaos off for now, but I did add a Poke card redeem. And I was thinking of potentially adding like, kind of like Lazy has treats for Miss Lily. Do it where you could give Noodle treats. It looks like it's inside. Pushed it. Trying to keep it just out of frame of the top one. Okay, that looks good. Ooh, that went in easier than I thought it would. Usually they have to fight with them a little bit. But I suppose it's good that I didn't have to fight with them. Okay. So there. And there. And then I did get a new game today that I've never played before. I didn't try like a sample or anything of it, but it was on sale. So most likely, if we have time, I'll try to check that out. It's called Potion something potions. I can't remember. This is the frame of the car, of course. Books. There we go. Yesterday, most of yesterday, and most of this morning, I've been trying to catch up on reviews. I think I only have like 3 or 4 more to do. I say that like I wrote a bazillion, but no, it was just I kept like, stopping and chatting and other things. Helping the boy with his homework. Things like that. So it seemed like it was all day. Almost pushed my thing. Trying to look at something. Okay, let's see. It says take this, put this on, and this, and this. Get on there. And then that. Then set that in there like that. And second hole. Second hole. One, two, three, 4 holes in between. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in between. And take like this. 2 holes in between. Okay. Like that. Sorry, like I said, I'm trying to keep it just out of that upper frame. Okay. Like this. I knew the technique was happening too smoothly. It still wasn't too bad of an issue with it. Usually I feel like I have to really press super hard. There we go. It's like, that doesn't look right. Something's not right there. I fixed it. I found it. Okay. I'm going to assume that this is correct because it's the only one that's in there, but also I will double check. Okay, move that off so I can see all the pieces up here. So we want to this and this. That slid on there really easily again. Okay. Looks like one space in between. Space, one space. Okay. Okay, it says this and press it through. This and press it through. And then attach another one to the back. Oh, there's the fun of technique. Ow, shoot. Yep, I just ripped my nail. The risks of Lego building. Welcome in, Beer Bear. How are you today? We are doing the Lego Corvette today, and of course, because I only half look at the box, I just realized you can do it two different ways, with the top and without a top. I have the Porsche 911. You can do it the same way. You have like T-tops, I guess, like top or no top. And I've waffled back and forth about buying a second one so I can have it both ways. Because I'm weird and I can't just have it one way. Well, that's good. It's good you're feeling more awake. Sometimes it's almost like you need a vacation from your vacation. Like you pack a lot of stuff in on your vacation, and then you're like, ooh, a vacation from my vacation would be nice. Ooh, I put it in the wrong. Yeah, I put it in the wrong place. Yeah, you're like, I don't get to do these things. Yeah, but yeah, even if it's not a ton of things, but you're like, I don't get to do these things. So while I'm on vacation, I want to do as much as I can, or, you know, whatever. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be a lot. Like it can be a lot without being many things. And then you add in a drive on top of that, and you're like, okay, I'm done. Like I just can't. I never sleep really good in a hotel. It's like some people are like, oh, the best sleep of my life is in hotels. And I'm always like, no, there's new noises. The pillow's not right. You know, like a multitude of things. Sometimes you have a noisy neighbor. Sometimes your kids don't sleep well in the hotel. You know, like, there's a multitude of reasons. Listen. Get in the hole. I already broke one nail. I don't need to like, break another one or do it worse. Okay, now in the other side, yeah. But I always joke, you need a vacation from vacation. Even when we go camping, it's like, okay, there's like just other things to worry about and things like that. Prepare to fight. Oh, that went in much better this time. But yeah, we're building the Corvette. It's 1,210 pieces. Ooh, and look, I got my first paper bag. Only the windshields are in paper bags, like the front and back windscreens. But I've not had a paper bag at all, which is kind of cool. And I'm probably too excited about a paper bag. But I have been seeing them for like over a year saying, we're going to do paper bags. We're going to do paper bags. And I build quite often, and I have yet to see a paper bag in any set. So I'm excited to get a paper bag. I always feel bad because it says you can't recycle a lot of these, like the Lego bags. They're not recyclable. And I feel bad about like all the plastic waste. Especially when I try to cut like plastic and waste in like every other part of our household. So I feel bad that there's a lot of plastic in the Lego bags. Some of them you can, but some are those like really thin plastic that they're like, nope, it's not recyclable. There is a battle up if you're interested. I did not do a dungeon yet because I didn't know how many people we would have playing. So I have not, like, I didn't want to start it and then immediately lose. I don't think we're terribly far in as far as levels. I think we're only on like 5, but still, you know. All of these straight back. I found a super tiny Ant-Man in our sorting today. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we went there. And there. A wild Mincho? Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have that one. A fastball, let's see. Pokey, catch, fastball. Oh, I must have it, because normally it yells at you like immediately if you don't have it. Sorry, I got a text message. I just want to make sure it's not the girl chat. No, okay. Sorry. Sometimes she'll message me like, hey, I gotta stay after school, or can I do this, or my teacher wants to know. So I just like to stay on top of any of those type messages. Sometimes they are time sensitive to whatever class she's currently in. And some don't matter, but I won't know until I open it, so. Okay. Push through. Third hole. And then turn. There. Woohoo! I caught it. Okay, now it wants 2 yellow blocks. 1 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. There are only 9 and then the 2 windshield bags and tire bags, so 12 bags in this set. But I do like for it to go like both of the weekday streams, so I'll do 4 bags today and 5 bags on Thursday when I have a little bit more time. But I did get a new game, so we might give that a try if there's leftover time. It depends, because you know, if we do dungeons, then I stop a lot more, or certain redeems cause me to stop more. But I did take away Wheel of Chaos and instead just put a redeem for the the booster packs. Okay, let's see. Make sure everything stays this time. Almost dropped it. Okay, it's the first and third color. That makes sense because that's what it is on the other side. Oh, and 10 little black ones, so I'll just do that. Jump them all out. Okay, all the way back here. Come on. First, third, then we have these two, this one, or these four. So then it's in between. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the other side. It's just being so close to this, it's hard to get in there. I did get the burrows in the set, or in the mail, the burrows set, the new one, this past week in the mail, but I don't know when I'll be doing it. I picked these and one of the other color. 1, 2, 3. Where are you? 4. Okay, so this underneath the upside, and then oh, haha! It's the same step twice, and then I got to look at the wrong step. It's 4. And then I thought I was wrong with it. Then I was trying to skip a step. Okay. Oh, please. While I figure out where I am. So. Okay, so it's these two. Come on, get on there. Now these go on either side of the gray one up front. So I don't know if anybody remembers the advent calendar I had for Christmas last year, where it's like 24 little ones, but then you combined every 6 days into a slightly bigger set, so you wound up with 4 slightly larger sets. I found, I don't know if it's by the same company or not, but I found a Halloween one. So you build 24 days or whatever of advent calendar, you know, and then you group every 6 days into 4 slightly larger builds. I really like the idea. I loved that last year. I liked it so much better than the 24 tiny builds. by Lego. Not that they're bad builds, I just don't know what to do with 24 tiny ones. They don't like, you can't work them into bigger sets or anything like that. Like, every 6 days into a bigger set, or just like a set that's already been established. You can't like work them into anything like that. So I don't know what to do with them. They just wind up like in a Tupperware container with the sorted Legos, like thrown in with that. They're in their own container, but like that. So I really liked that I got to build them into 4 slightly larger sets. Still not terribly big sets, but slightly larger. So I've been looking for a different Christmas one for this year. It's still early, so I've got time. But I found that Halloween one. Right, like I don't know what to do with 24. Like it'd be one thing if I bought the Harry Potter one and it had like a tiny flue that you could add to the Burrow set, and this little piece that you could add to the Great Hall, and this little thing you could add to the Owlery. You know what I mean? Like things like that. But I don't know what to do with 24 tiny builds. Sure, some of them are just minifigures, which is great. I just stick them, with a different set. But I don't know what to do with all those like other little pieces. Now, the one year they did make it like a board game. You built like a spinner at the end. So I saved the part that flips down. I saved that and all the little pieces. They're together in a Tupperware thing. And occasionally we'll get them and set them out and then play the Harry Potter game. But overall, I don't know what to do with them. So last year I got the one where I built like 24, and then into every 6 days into a slightly larger one. So I found a Halloween one like that. You build Halloween things. Like I said, I don't know if it's by the same company or not. It's just a random I found on Amazon, and I know that's taking a risk. You could get like a really bad deal, but it's only like $37, which isn't terribly priced, and it's Amazon. You just make a complaint and send it back. I'm not going to build the whole thing and then be like, oh, this sucked, I'm going to send it back. But like, I might build 2 or 3 days worth just to make sure it isn't the first day. That's a little weird, like a one-off. And then if it's still not good, then like contact Amazon and be like, hey, this is not working, I would like to send it back. So I figure it's worth taking a risk. Most likely Amazon will give me my money back, so I'm not like super worried about it. But I like that whole concept. I have found a couple others that I've like bookmarked or saved, added to lists, however you want to say it, on Amazon. But I am keeping my eye out. Like I said, it's only September. We have all of the rest of like we're 1/3 of the way through September. So I have 2/3 of September, all of October, and at least half of November. So I still have like 2 months, Advent calendars, you start doing them at the beginning of the month of December. So I don't have really part of December to do it, look for them. I mean, I could and then just catch up, but yeah. So I am keeping my eye out. I found 1 or 2 that I'm like, I'm not really crazy about how they, like, the finished product looks, so probably not going to get those. And I found quite a few that are selling the same one I got last year, which I don't want to do the exact same one. I could just take apart what I have and do it again. But I am keeping my eye out. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I love Halloween, so I'm gonna get that Halloween one. And like I said, if it turns out not to be great, chances are Amazon will let me send it back. So I've had pretty good luck, knock on wood, with like the Fuego, as Mr. Harrell calls them. I've had pretty good luck with the Fuego from Amazon. The one set I built last year to go together with the dried flower set. Turned out really nice. And then that advent calendar last year. And I got Crazy it's a D&D character. It's like the treasure chest, and it's got like teeth and a tongue. I got that off Amazon as Fuego, and they've all built pretty well, and we haven't had a problem with like missing pieces or things like that. So I think I'll take my chances another time. That being said, we have bought Fuego from other places and had issues, so I understand where the concern comes from. Okay, red. Okay, they want this here. I think many moons ago we bought Boy Wonder, a Fuego set that claimed to work with Lego from like Cracker Barrel of all places. It was like a construction one, and it didn't stick to itself. Like, you couldn't get the blocks to really click together, let alone click connect with Lego. So I have had the issue before, just not with any of the ones I've bought off Amazon. Okay, let's see how String Rados did. We have 11. Laura got in 5, and Beer Bear got in 4, and then we have 1 from Shiny Evie. Welcome in, Shiny Evie. Let's see how we do. So it's 11. Like I said, this is a regular one. Ooh, 11 to 70. Wow. They trying us today. And still redeemed first, but there's still second and third available. Right? Like, I'm not saying I've never had any issue with Fuego, but I've had pretty good luck with the stuff on Amazon. It's my tank. Oh, never mind. I was like, my tank and whatever Beer Bear is. Never mind. Ooh, I killed a melee unit. Whoop whoop. Okay, I'll put another tank out. Welcome in, Alex. I may have already said that. I don't know anymore. Today's one of those days. I did like what felt like 50 loads of laundry and wrote 500 reviews. It wasn't anywhere near either of those numbers, but it felt like it. Yeah. Take that quest. There it is. Ooh, crystals. I love crystals. I had to wash like sheets and like bedding yesterday, which, you know, always feels like a crazy amount of laundry, even though it isn't. It just feels that way. Let's see. Store scrolls. Not yet. An hour. Okay. So 1 o'clock our time. Or my time. Don't forget to claim your crystals, and then after, in the next hour, like in an hour, you should be able to claim them again. But don't forget to claim them. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I was playing as a viewer today, so I was like, did I just click them on my viewer account, or did I click them on here too? Who knows? But yeah, like I said, I completely understand the real concern that Fuego could be, you know, potentially not good. But I've had pretty good luck, so. There's 1 or 2 more sets of Fuego on Amazon that I want to get. There's a really cool owl, and then like a winter flower thing. How many? 9 of these. Well, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I wanted 6, 7, 8, How's it going, Alex? I know you were having problems with having to like deep clean your kitchen, and we all know that's a task nobody wants to take on. I hate deep cleaning anything. I am doing good. We got Boy Wonder's phone for his birthday all set up yesterday and got the screen protector and everything on it. And then I bought tickets to the place he wants to go for his birthday. Last night, he wants to go to like one of those jump places. And I found one not far from our house that is like more than a jump place. So they have like jumping, rope course, rock wall, I want to say go-karts too, along with like your normal jumping, and then like virtual reality games and laser tag. So I found a package deal there, which made it a little cheaper, which is always nice. And I added, so I've been getting, you do some of the sales you do at Target, they're like, you get a $5 gift card, you get a $10 gift card, whatever. But I've just been like throwing them in my purse each time I get them. So last night I finally sat down and found them all in my purse and added them to my Target so that I could use them. Still at it, my back is killing me. I've also decided we're getting a dishwasher. Ooh. I say that like I don't want to make it sound like a thing. We've always had a dishwasher, but also we've always lived in base housing. So there's just always been one in the house. We never had to like pay for one. And the house we bought already had one, which I know is not always the case. Sometimes you have to, like sometimes the previous owner takes the appliances with them and then you have to buy a new appliance, We did have to buy a new fridge when we moved in. They left one, but it was not in good condition. So we had to get rid of it and then buy a new one, which was pricey, but we found one at one of those ding and dent places. We still had to finance it originally because we were waiting, like having to deal with like the military pay ending, and then there's like a space where you have to wait for like the retirement pay to start. So, but then once we got that sorted out, we like paid it off, but still it was like $700. Then again, because it was at a ding place, it was like a $2,000 fridge for $700, but still that's a lot of money. I hate washing dishes by hand. I've never had one. There isn't a space in my kitchen for a normal one, so I've seen those. They're like countertop little ones. You can't fit a ton of them in there, but it's just you and Joe. So, in theory, it should work. And it's probably better than nothing. That's why I was like, I don't want to make it sound like, ooh, I've always had one. No, like, we've always lived in base housing, and they automatically put them in each house. So, like, we've never had to buy one. I'm sure if it came down to, like, buying one, we probably wouldn't have one either. Like, that would be, like, I did not have one growing up. We were the dishwasher. A little bit better. You see a little bit more of the workspace. I found an 8-piece setting one that will still fit on the. That's nice. Yeah, I saw like an ad for one the other day. I was flipping through something, probably doom scrolling, and they were like, "Look at this tabletop one," and I was like, "Oh." I use everything in the kitchen to boil water. I always tease Crazy when he cooks. I'm like, why are there 75 dishes to make like spaghetti? And he's like, well, because I need one to do this, and one to do this, and one to do this. And I'm like, you boiled water in it. You could have used it again. I was like, I will find the camera eventually. Now, is that there? And this here. Yes. Press like it does it. I'm pretty good at like keeping the number of pots and pans down. But also I like one pot things where you just throw everything in the same pot. And when I got, because we had a rice cooker that we won at like a bingo thing, you know, they have all different kinds of kid prizes, adult prizes. We got like a little cheapy rice cooker, and it worked. It was fantastic. But like the coating started to peel off, but we had it for like 4 years. So, you know, like it got scraped and the coating was starting to come off. My current one is taking an age to boil. I thought we have one, and I thought we were gonna need a new one because I used it the one time and it like didn't kick off like it's supposed to when it's done, so it just kept going and it got like super hot. So I thought we were gonna need one, but I guess like maybe there was the cord or something was underneath of it, so it wouldn't let it kick off properly. But it works now, thank God. Because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. I don't want to. I like the one we have. But yeah, so the new rice cooker I got a couple months ago, I got the one that has like the little basket in it, so you have like your pot that you put in for like the rice and the water, but then it has like another tray that goes on top, like a half tray, and you can put like veggies in there, and then you put it all together in the rice cooker and you close the lid and you start it, and you can steam your veggies at the same time you cook your rice. 2 birds, 1 stone, because I'm lazy and I like to multi-thing. I love my Instapot and my crock pot. Throw everything in it and go. I am too lazy to use 5 pots. This came off. Yeah, and the rice cooker was only like $30 at Sam's Club. I buy everything at Sam's Club. People think I'm weird. I don't care. I love Sam's Club. I buy everything. Everything I can there. But I was like, now, and it doesn't have to be frozen veggies. So like, you know, sometimes in the produce department they have the little bags that have like the baby carrots and the cauliflower and the broccoli like all in one package. I can just open that and throw it in there, and then when I steam my rice, it steams that too. Or if you've got like a bag of frozen veggies, you stick it in the top, that half dish, and you make your rice and your veggies at the same time. I am far too lazy to use multiple things if I don't have to. Just goes in the microwave. Mine isn't a microwave one, but I've seen those too. Have you seen the spaghetti ones? It's like a little, it looks almost like Tupperware, like silicone type Tupperware. And it's probably, I don't know, maybe a little longer than this, but you put so much water in it, and then you put like your spaghetti noodles in it, and you put the lid on and you stick it in the microwave, and you can cook pasta. I guess it was really like the concept came about from like college students only being really allowed to have a microwave in their dorm room. Like, what can you make with that? And so I guess there's a whole line of them, of like silicone-y type cookware that you can just put in the microwave and cook things. The kettle I'm going to get is fancier than I thought. You can tell. Ooh, that is fancy. How hot you want the water? Mine just boils and then it kicks off. But we use it a ton because I buy like instead of buying like the broth and the chicken or the beef or the vegetable broth in like the can or the larger container, I buy like the paste where you like 1 teaspoon of it and 1 cup of water, and you have like a cup of broth to add to like soup or whatever you're cooking. I use the paste, so I boil my water first in the kettle, and then I add the paste to that hot water so it dissolves better. So, I mean, we use our kettle quite often. But that is fancy. You can tell how hot you want it. I like that. Oh, if I read the whole step, it helps. So, these two pieces. Make sure I'm in the camera. I used to tell Boy Wonder when he would make like, like the oatmeal packets. It says fill line up to here, stick it in the microwave and go, or you can make it with boiling water. We would use the Keurig to make the, I would say just stick your cup or your bowl in underneath the Keurig and press, what amount of water you need, because it tells you like half a cup, quarter cup, whatever, and then just and go, and that's how he would make, or how I would make oatmeal for him, because it's hot water, and now it's pre-measured, and I don't have to do that part. Welcome in, Crazy, and I see your book text, which I will do in just a second when I get these blocks on. Okay, then, that's what I was trying to do, but with the wrong blocks. There, and there. Okay, bucket taps. Okay, we did that step. Did I seriously? Oh, I see. We did not do that step. We gotta put stars on it. That's what that step is. I was like, did I really just leave that there and not connect it? Never mind. Never mind. 4 stars. It doesn't really look like it matters which way you put the stars, straight up, slightly tilted. Frosty, but I haven't played Real World in a long time. Where did you get info? Oops, my circuits must be a bit dusty. I've mixed up some old info. Thanks for catching that, Crazy Manituga. I'll make sure to update my data banks with your current. I wonder if it'll say different now. Like, if you shout out yourself again, if the thing will be different. Okay, so then put that on top like that. So the stars, and then attaching it was that brick tax. Of course it does. Don't you know? Minecraft is the most important thing ever. I was just talking about the brick steps. I remember those days. Yeah, it's hard. He'll still do it, but now it's like Terraria and stuff. So it'll be like, I defeated this bad guy, and da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't know what game you're talking about. And he'll be like, oh, it's this game. I'm like, I still don't know what that game is, but sure. Sounds cool. I would like to play RimWorld again. It's a shame that it isn't multiplayer. It would be cool to trade with other players on your world. Well, why don't you write RimWorld and be like, hey, I really think it'd be great if you made this game multiplayer. Suggestions. What's the worst I can tell you? Nope. They might tell you that they've already been working on it. Who knows? I'm sure RimWorld has a Discord. Everything does now. I got an email yesterday from Boy Wonder's school. Not about him in particular, but just about the kids in general, and talking about the importance of internet safety and how some kids put pictures out there. I've been writing on it for years now. Oh, well, then I fear you've done all you can, unless you get a job with them and start working on it from the inside. But talking about how the kids nowadays sometimes post pictures that are inappropriate on all different kinds of platforms, and they don't realize that once they're out there, blah 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 blah. So basically, like, make sure you watch what your kids are doing on the internet, social media, all that. Which, I mean, the kids, well, Boy Wonder will get his phone this weekend for his birthday, but I mean, they're not allowed to have social media, really. Like, they have Discord, and Fantasy has Pinterest, which is still kind of counted as social media because you can send people messages. But overall, they don't have, like, Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or any of that. And while the phone is yours, there are stipulations to getting a phone in our house. Like, yes, it's your birthday gift. The phone is yours, but I pay the phone bill. The phone and the phone bill are two separate entities. And if you want me to keep paying for your phone to work, there are stipulations. Like, if I feel that maybe you're doing things you should not be doing on your phone, I get to look at your phone. I don't need your passwords. I don't need things like that. But I do reserve the right to look through your phone at any messages you sent people, but not like every day. Only if I feel like you're up to something. I've never really had to go through Fantasy's phone. If I felt like she was doing things she shouldn't be doing, then I would check. Also, we have, like, parental wear on their phones. So, like, you get a message. It says how long they spent on what site, on doing what, both on their computers and on their phones. So, And it tells us when they download something new. Like, it'll say, Fantasy downloaded X from the Play Store or whatever. So. But kids, I mean, well, I'll just delete it. It doesn't work like that. Or the Snapchat thing was like, well, it just erases. They can save it. It doesn't just disappear. It gives them time to save that picture. Or that meme. Or that whatever. 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1 and 2. Like, oh, if I just, it doesn't matter. It'll be gone. But it's not that simple. Okay, so I'm gonna guess 8 and 1. I had a meeting. Oh, yes! How did that go? Joe's meeting with... Oh, Jesus Christ. A meeting with Joe's school today. They didn't believe he's in pain. They think he should be crying and getting upset with me. But that's only if it's not chronic pain. If it's chronic pain, your body develops ways of dealing with it. Like, after it's been that way for a while, your body just kind of adjusts. But that doesn't mean you're not in pain. He only gets upset and cries over it if he doesn't get given any painkillers after hours. Well, yeah, because he's in pain for hours. Now it hurts more, because that's all your brain can focus on. Do you think going to his ear specialist and getting a note would help at all? like his ear doctor, you know, and getting a note to give to the school. I mean, you shouldn't have to do that, but or that they can fax to the school. I mean, kind of in the same vein as if your kid used an inhaler, you would get a note to get to the school. I mean, you would have an inhaler to give them too, but you know what I mean? Like something that can show that this is like a real problem. He's not making it up. No, because they don't believe he's in pain either. Everybody bar my family seems to think they know him better than me. It is hard. I mean, advocating for your kid is a crazy thing. Many doctors like don't believe or don't, you know, want to, you know what I mean? Like it's just horrible. Repair team wants to come by tomorrow to have some documents signed for when the insurance signs off on the estimate. He wants to come by tomorrow. We just need to make sure that we're not committing to something that the insurance is going to agree to. Okay. Get up. I keep dropping these tiny pieces. I mean, I've had to advocate for fantasy numerous times, and I have a feeling I have to schedule Boy Wonder's 14-year-old, you know, like they're once a year well check. But last year they wanted him to be seen at Children's Hospital for some height issues, which I agreed to. I've had the concern. And we could not get him in at Children's. They just kept saying, we need a referral, we need this, we need that, and they wouldn't go. So I have a feeling this year when we take him, they're going to ask about it, and I'm going to be like, they wouldn't schedule an appointment. I could not get in. We did all kinds of stuff. So I have a feeling it'll be a fun, interesting thing. Because he's like the size of a 10-year-old, and he'll be 14 at the end of the week. He's not very big. I feel you, Alex, though, but it's like there's no way to really like measure that pain either, because the pain scale is a joke. What's the worst pain you've ever felt? Well, the worst pain I've ever felt is not the worst pain you've ever felt. So how are you supposed to understand that? I dropped my wheels and my windshields. It's not actually like a pain scale that other people can understand. Okay, let's see. So since that grommet fell out of the place it's supposed to be in his ear, are they going to go back in and try it again? Like try to put it back? Or are they just going to let it heal over and be done? I'm not like 100% sure what the grommets we're supposed to do to begin with, but I don't really need to either. Like, you just needed to understand what they were supposed to do. But I mean, I imagine since it fell out of place, that it's not doing whatever it was designed to do. One of those, 5 of these. I'm just so frustrated with the whole thing. He's so clearly in pain to me and the family. It's not getting professionals to see and understand how he displays it. I tried to get across that to the head teacher today, that this has just been going on for a year, and yeah, almost 2 years, and it just doesn't, yeah. Right, because he's like, well, nothing's going to change. Like, your body has to develop, like, coping mechanisms to deal with, like, the constant pain. And it only bugs you when it, like, gets past that certain level of pain. And then your body's like, ow, crap, it hurts, you know? It's not fun. Number 11. Ooh, it's a gear shifter. Like if you drive stick shift, the little thing tells you what gear you're in. And I will show you guys in a second when I get that on there, right? Well, I will attempt to show you, I should say. Reverse, first, second, third, fourth, and neutral. That's pretty cool. So, get my tweezer out of the way. I guess we'll start at this end so that I get it right, instead of guessing. Okay. I want to make sure. Okay, no, 3 is that. Diddly-doos, string riddles. Okay. And yes, I did put that one. Okay. At the moment, the grommet is still in his ear, just not in place. I think he's going to need a doctor to take it out because it looks to be stuck. So that you have to. Do you think his like pediatrician, or do you think he'll need to go back to that ear doctor, like the special ear doctor? Ooh, tons of people. Okay, since we had a ton of people this time, I will do dungeons to I just didn't want us to, you know, crash and burn immediately in a dungeon. But I mean, I totally understand the whole concept of that. The doctor's like, this will fix it. And then you do that thing, that surgery, that whatever, and then they turn around a couple weeks later and they have the same problem. Because Fantasy had that when they finally did surgery on her elbow. They fixed that, like they had to fix the ligament tendon, like, because it was stretched out. They had to essentially like cut it and sew it back together and whatnot. And then they're like, oh, you'll be fine. And a couple months later, she stretched her arm out to pick something up and it slipped out of place. So it did not fix it. Let's see. Beer Bear, do you have a preference between Warrior and Bomber scrolls? By the way, the hurricane will be hitting Louisiana on Wednesday afternoon. We should be getting a bunch of rain Wednesday night through Thursday and possibly into Friday. No, that's horrible. I don't want any more of that bull crap. I don't know who he'll have to see about it. I don't know if they'll even do it, to be honest. That blows a monkey's goat. Let's see. Raw Teeny. Then let's see who else is in here. Laura and Jarhead, they play quite often. Okay, so we'll do Laura. And then over here we'll do Jarhead. Oh, I missed Rad! I'll get you the next time, Rad. Well, I guess not really, because we're going to go into the dungeon, and everybody will get the prizes. Let's see. I'll use my Bluebee. The Bloob! There we go. Okay, you guys are set up to play if you wish. Because he's so hyper, they'll probably say he has to be sedated for doing it. Yeah, I understand that. Addison had to be, or Fantasy had to be sedated a lot for several different procedures. Some just because she was young. Like, you know, like 2-year-olds can't sit still to save their life. Like their leg is going to twitch or they're going to tap their finger. And she was having to have an MRI. Like, so they had to sedate her. And others were for surgeries. But yeah, I totally get that. That's why they haven't really confirmed whether she truly has celiacs or not. They're like, it's not worth sedating her again to get an answer for something that doesn't even have like a medicine to go with it. It's not like if you're diagnosed with celiacs, you get this, this, and this. Like, there's no medicine for it. Just, not really. There's just medicine for the side effects, but not for the original issue. So that's one of the reasons they haven't just, you know, done the actual test. Like, it just, having a proper official diagnosis isn't really going to change anything. I was like, oh, that's not even. I mean, sometimes you just have to be kind of forceful and annoying. Which, I mean, I don't feel like you should really have to do, but also, sometimes they don't believe you, so you have to be that squeaky wheel.